All right, one card on the bottom for Herman, and we are ready to go. Bayou for Jared. Mox Diamond. Discarding Dark Depths. Sylvan Library. Sylvan Library, everybody. Card still gets some love in this format. All right, Grief Pitching Reanimate. Let's see what you're holding. Double Swords and Green Sun Zenith. Wow. Goes for swords.
I'll play a Tundra and I'll show back.
Okay, finds a watery grave. This is Death's Shadow after all. Let's do some damage to ourselves is the plan. Source of Plowshare is pretty good against that plan. Reanimate. Targeting Grief. And most likely going to take the other copy of Swords is my guess.
Go ahead.
All right, so rips apart the hand, but Sylvan Library will get a chance to resolve at least this time.
Yeah, that's good.
Coming into 2024, we talked a little bit about how 90s MTG had some rookie of the year candidates in 2023. We had a bunch of people join our community here in New York City who were really talented, competitive Magic players, and now they're jamming some legacy with us at the locals. Coming into the end of the year, Herman, who's a local player I know from playing other formats, started playing some legacy with us, and although technically started in 2023, I think Herman is a player to watch this year, I would say. Herman's a really tight player. I feel like any game I've ever played against Herman was challenging, I would say. I'm excited to see Herman jamming some legacy. All right, so this Ponder resolves. Bowmaster slipped in under there. So we'll see a Bowmaster trigger after.
I'll brainstorm. Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so Grief was hit by the Bowmaster.
Yeah, I was making it be like 5.
Dismember. Eliminate the Bowmaster.
Just takes up to 3. That's turn.
Trigger.
I'll activate fire. Sure. Bombardiers. Yep. Go to combat. Yep. Swing for 5.
All right, you can hear me in the background, I think, bombardiering some people.
4
I'll plow the bomb.
And you can also hear some sirens. This is the middle of Manhattan, after all. This match recorded at Bifrost Games.
Or no, 20, because you used it 2 last turn, yep.
3.
It's just 1 card.
Busy part of New York City. Attack for 2. Herman goes down to 7.
Second main.
Skirt Prospector.
Sure. So 1, 2.
I'll pass to you. Reveal Triumph.
All right, Elvish Reclaimer comes in. A key card in this deck. There's Wasteland, which could play some defense against Maritlage, but it's likely that Jared will find a way to get around it. Here's a Bowmaster.
Let me just pull up the gather. It's a May, right?
I believe it's a May.
Ah, good thing to check here. Sylvan Library is a May. You don't have to Sylvan Library with a Bowmaster on the other side of the table. So Bowmaster most of the time will just shut off Sylvan Library effectively.
Yep, okay.
So trigger on a stack.
Yep.
Bowmaster will resolve. I'll deal 1 to the
Okay.
In Legacy, we love cards that make sense, like Sylvan Library. Makes a lot of sense.
To the Bowmaster trigger targeting this.
Okay.
I'll sacrifice.
It makes sense as far as the color pie. It's everything about it is just great, you know. It's a jury step. All right. Yeah, like Chains of Mephistopheles, same thing. Yeah. Another card that makes perfect sense. Great play patterns, the whole thing.
Draw for turn.
Tested for 1v1, very important. Sylvan Library.
Yes.
They tested it, they tweaked it, they calibrated it, they did everything. It was all done appropriately. All right, attacking with this 2/2 Orc army. Herman goes down to 5. We haven't seen any Death Shadows yet.
Get 3 in hand.
2. Yep. That's good. Trigger.
2 in hand for Herman. Elvish Reclaimer, 2/2 Orc army. Thinking about wasting now.
I'm gonna resolve Ringleader.
All right, going after stage. Maybe has removal for Reclaimer. Nope, looks like Dress Down is in hand.
So this is still on the set. Yes.
It's a 3/4 now.
Just a creator move.
I'll just draw my 1.
Okay, not using Sylvan Library, which makes sense. I don't see any reason to draw extra cards off Sylvan right now.
I'll add 4 mana with Narrow-Minded. Okay. Okay, 2 cast Creator Maker. Sure.
All right, going down to 3 is Herman. Just an attack with the Orc army. End step, it looks like a Dress Down.
But it's during your end step.
During my end step. So it won't go away until your end of turn?
Correct.
Just cast a while. Okay.
Yeah.
Go to combat.
All right, Elvish Reclaimer is shut off right now. Bowmaster also shut off. Unlikely to matter.
I like to be wild. Sure. Swinging.
I'll pass. Trigger.
Okay.
Yep.
Trigger. Yep.
All right, just cycled that Dress Down.
I'll sack this after blocks the drain.
After Reclaimer goes away, sacking Sujiri step to Reclaimer.
And then I'll
See what Jared finds.
You're going. Reveal and cast Terminus.
Herman holding 2 cards right now. Flagstones of Trocaire. Okay. It's a good one.
Cut.
Yeah,
Drain
yeah.
you for 9.
Yeah,
1,
that's
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, so I'll go to 4 and you'll go up to 28.
You can like respond to each one or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I don't have a response.
Okay, looks like a Daze is in hand for Herman. Bajuka Bug. Okay.
Oh, yes.
2 cards.
Yeah, 2 cards.
Fetch on a 3.
Okay, looks like Herman's also holding a Bowmaster. It's getting cast right now. Niels, thank you for the resub. 14 months. Appreciate that. Orc Army gets created. Very nice. Might see some chumping going on here.
The trigger for the initiative, I'll attempt to put 2+1/+1 counters on that.
Sure.
Sitting me
Yeah.
What's up, Mr. Lee? Mr. Lee, happy to see some Paper Legacy. We're doing it for you, Mr. Lee. We're doing it for you.
Up to Beanstalk? Yep.
Green sun for 1.
Go ahead. Sure.
Yep. Okay, 14.
Mr. Lee, the first person I ever saw IRL playing White Plume Adventurer in Legacy.
I'll tap.
A huge achievement for Mr. Lee, by the way.
I'm all set.
And then draw it, right?
Cast Terminus. Yep.
All right, Death Shadow comes in.
Those 2 back. This. Go to 2.
Yeah, I think the match 3 years ago I had against Mr. Lee, Goblins versus a very early version of Mono White Initiative was Life changing for both of us, I would say. It was it was huge. I remember every game action of that match. Yeah, I was in Seattle playing at Mock's boarding house.
I'll pass the turn. I'll tap your undergrounds. Go. Draw.
Actually,
Yeah, you were super early, Mr. Lee. What are you playing these days, I wonder?
It's also good.
Mr. Lee knows how to spice.
I'll go to 14.
So that orc army is a 1/1, I guess.
2 beanstalk triggers. 2, 3, 4.
There's 2 reclaimers on the battlefield. They are pumped. Herman's still in some trouble here.
Trigger.
But that Death Shadow is a 10/10. Of course.
I'll play land first, then.
Discuss up to 3.
I guess in for an
I'd
ounce,
say
in for a
viable.
pound, right?
Sure.
Destructive Flow. Yeah, I saw you were playing that.
So that's 6 total.
Yep. Go to 10.
All right, drew an extra card.
Yep.
You're at 2.
Yeah. And I'll pass.
I'll get twin shot. And I'll shoot you for 2.
Oh, that's a channel, right? I guess in response, I will brainstorm.
That's fine.
That land played by Jared was a Boseiju. Attacking with a 10/10 Shadow.
I did it.
Clearly. Oh, man.
There's a chump blocker.
There you go.
All right, game 1 goes to Jared. Up a game.
Move to main.
Mr. Lee says, I think Death Shadow should have trample. Uh-oh. I don't know, Mr. Lee.
Play my land for the turn. I'll shoot.
All right, 1 card on the bottom for Jared. We are ready to go.
Fetch to 19.
Steven suggesting that the background noise is irritating. The on-off is kind of irritating. Does anybody else agree? Is anybody having a problem with that? I've gotten this feedback before. Should I stop going up and down on the volume of the background noise? Should I just mute it completely and we only hear me when I'm talking? What do you think, chat? People of the chat, people of the YouTube comments, what do you think?
I guess.
All right, here's the Thoughtseize. Ramanap Excavator, Elvish Reclaimer are the only options to take here. Plains, Bayou, Windswept, Forest.
Yep, I'll take the Elvish Reclaimer. That goes 17. Go ahead.
Reclaimer makes sense. Ramanap Excavator, something to deal with later. It will be a problem if it resolves. Every once in a while, I get feedback that the background noise is annoying. And while I'm not super happy with the quality of sound on this channel, because I don't have nice microphones recording everything, that is something I am working on. Look at the sub goal down below. Let's bump the subs. Better equipment, better 90s MTG quality. But I like being able to hear the players, and the atmosphere sounds is kind of gives us some, I don't know. What does it sound like being at a game shop in the middle of a tournament? I don't know. Atmosphere, vibes.
And then your turn, I'll pay 2 life and I'll surgical extraction targeting your Elvish.
Surgical on Elvish Reclaimer. Source of Plowshares, Despian Stage, Dryad Arbor. Yeah, I bring down the volume when I'm speaking, otherwise I'm talking over it. Should I stop doing that? Feel free, people. I'm open to feedback.
I'll resolve the ringleaders.
I'm always open to feedback. Kaio, thank you for the resub with Prime. 4 months. Appreciate that.
Next ringleader. There's 2. And now I'll search for matron.
Yep.
There's also moments where it's super helpful to be able to hear the players, storm combos happening, stuff like that. I think that, without a spotter telling us what's going on, that's super necessary. But again, I would love to up production quality. I'll leave it at that. Become a member. Our Patreon links are down below. Twitch, you become a member for free with Amazon Prime. Member number goes up. Production value goes up. Member number goes down. Everything goes down the toilet.
Go ahead.
Bog you. Alright, so the Troll of Khazad-dûm is gone. Ramanap Excavator in the graveyard, though. That's good news for Herman. It'll be kind of funny if Herman reanimates this Excavator and starts wasting stuff, but Jared currently has 2 basics on the battlefield.
Swamp cycle. Sure.
Alright, another Swamp Cycle. Troll of Khazad-dûm doing its job. It's possible that we may see Troll come in.
I'll try this.
You're at 11?
That's what I have myself at.
Yeah, a delusion.
Yeah.
Social says, I think it would be cool to have the Shop Sounds player banter at the same volume. Yeah, possibly. I'm also super conscious about, sound coming in from the shop as well. Occasionally at a table next to where we're recording, someone will unknowingly, have a private conversation or whatever. I try to. And there's also like music I don't have license to playing in the background sometimes, so I unfortunately have to keep it going up and down really for now.
And your second main. Guys, rest now? Sure.
Super Goblin.
Alright.
He
end
resolves
step
with the
will
ETB
resolve.
on the stack.
So go to end step.
Yep.
And untap.
It's still something I'm figuring out, I would say.
I'll leave 1 black floating.
I'll pay 2 life, I'll surgical your swords.
Skirt Prospector.
Surgical on Swords is pretty good.
The last card.
Yes.
Yeah, potentially turning Thespian Stage into a basic would counter Wasteland.
Take it? Yeah.
Alright.
Go to
now it's
combat.
with life.
Yeah, pain with life.
Swing.
All right, so Swords of Plowshare is no longer available for Jared. Here's Murktide.
Oh wait, sorry, you're triggering Muxus?
Yeah, and Muxus has a trigger, so he's 7. So
That's 4/4. Beefy.
4/4 Murktide, leave Troll of Khazad-dûm in the yard.
I'm just gonna move the blocks to block for Muxus.
Yeah, also people at the next table often are using foul language, which is fine. It doesn't bother me. I just don't want it on the recordings of the stream. I've gotten feedback before from people who say like, yeah, I like that your show just has like clean language and all that. I'm able to watch it with the kids in the room, whatever. And that matters.
Yeah.
Speed up the clock.
face up.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah. That's right. I was like, okay, at that point, I felt like, okay,
Yeah, no, I went solo.
I assumed you were waiting for me to like basically stabilize and then like go for it, but
Oh, the first sticker goblin?
that's what I meant. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, the first one? Yeah, I had it in my opener.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
You were just waiting for me, like an opportunity for me to like,
Exactly. I
pick
wanted
stuff
to.
up and,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was smart because like I don't know, cause like maybe I don't cast the Murktide there, but like I don't think I'm, and then maybe I ponder for like a removal spell or something, but I don't think I'm winning a game. I'm not
Begging for a Bowmaster.
What's your hand at the end?
All right, that kind of sad. Dryad Arbor hits the battlefield. 4/4 Murktide. Not going to be the quickest clock, but it's a clock.
Another up to D stock.
Okay.
And like something else. Like it was just like very underwhelming.
Gotcha.
Maybe I also don't exile the Terminus to the Murktide. I don't know. Like so I can still hold it up. That's another consideration, but I don't know. Like this matchup board feels like so rough. Like I feel like if I make
This deck is built to beat your deck for sure. If I'm losing to your deck, I did it wrong.
that's fair then.
Yeah.
All right, another Watery Grave. Doing the shadow thing. There's a shadow. Looks like it's currently a 2/2. So presenting some threats and
And I can
Dryad Arbor.
bombard you with early.
okay, copying Dryad Arbor. So 2 Dryad Arbors on the battlefield for Jared.
Not as much as the other
This is rough.
turbo.
Man.
Come on, Herman, slam a Plague Engineer. Let's do it.
For that you have the
Hey, we're not seeing Plague Engineer much these days, are we? Plague Engineer kind of fell off.
Knew your hand.
You think I should bring in guest commentators? Like who? Who would be a guest commentator? I get asked about this a lot.
I couldn't have known. Yeah.
Who should be a guest commentator?
I did take out, I don't know, so like in this matchup I'm not quite sure how to board. I know I want these five, but the question is what do I board out? And I decided obviously these.
That's not.
And again, this channel not in a position to be hiring people to commentate on the channel. Become a member. Join our membership program on Patreon. Help this thing grow.
That's the thing.
Because
It's
I
like,
don't always have cavern.
right. So I figured
happens
that's
if
why
I
the
block and
superior
then
two
turn
was
it
like
into
a good
a
compromise
land?
where like I'll see
I think
it
it's just declared as
sometimes.
a
Yeah,
blocker.
but
I think it's
I
like
You
also
have
like
these, so
like
Yeah, that's what I
moving
figured
it
is
from combat.
also- okay.
that makes sense then. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll block,
What else is in your sideboard?
and then I'll turn it.
All right, Thespian Stage blocks and then turns itself into a land so it doesn't die. And, yeah.
Opposition agent is not the worst.
It's not the worst, but it's like I'm already struggling for as is.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
I mean if I had more cards to cut, I for sure would.
Yeah.
It's all
Like
lands,
I'm
but
wondering
they're
like
all
what else
lands.
realistically would I even cut? Like Bowmaster's not amazing.
All right, Mox Diamond, discard Bayou. 2 cards in Jared's hand, facing down some power.
Tough for goblins.
Triumph seems really good on
Yeah. Try
6 power on the board right now.
early in the game.
There's a Ponder for Herman. No response to that.
coming out.
Exactly. Yeah.
This might be a Ponder shuffle, I'm not sure.
That's the thing. That's like
Nope, liked what was on top. Looks like there's a dress down in hand now.
6?
Dress down, pretty good.
Oh, that's pretty good. So that's a 13-13 now? Yeah, we can go to game 3.
All right, game 3 it is. Nicely played by Herman. Dress down is a nice little combo with Death Shadow. Comes to 13-13.
But you're not sleeping up your deck thinking to yourself like, okay, we're gonna beat all the goblins.
no, I think I'm gonna beat all those Delver
You have a different job. Yeah. Different responsibility.
Mine's good.
And that's the thing. It's like I've been.
All right, both players have kept 7. Let's have a good game 3.
Like, do I really want to just like queue up against a bunch of beatstock decks? Like that just seems miserable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thespian Stage, Mox Diamond, Zenith for 1. Probably finding Reclaimer. Maybe a fast start to game 3.
Just disappeared. Yeah, which is so weird. I wonder why. I mean, like it's so simple.
Oh, just finding Dryad Arbor. Okay. Interesting.
You're doing a lot of the opponent's work for them, so it's like if all they need to do is a little bit of damage to cross the finish line, then
Threw me off that it was Zenith for 1.
I don't know. It's interesting. It's a shame because I thought the deck was cool, but cool.
Night, Dark Depths. Oof. All right, well, that kind of explains the Dryad Arbor, I guess. Surgical on Night. Okay. That's something. Better have an answer from Arrowlage, though.
It's like another Thoughtseize.
It is exactly. It's like a super Thoughtseize.
What's
Like
if
it all
you
the hidden
give me
ones.
your username, I'll unlock it for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Also, it got posted on MTG top page.
Oh, okay. Then I'll check it there too. Yeah. I've been like not checking the Decklists aggregate sites lately because like I think Mitgo was.
Dark Depths, Thespian Stage combo. Trying to see what's in Herman's hand right now. Is there a Children's Edict in there? Didn't see one.
Let's see. What is my actual username on this thing?
There's Dark Depths. One card in Jared's hand. Can make a Merit Ledge at any moment.
Yep, there.
Oh, there
Your
it is.
turn.
That was easy. Yeah, I'll
Actually,
give you the game story a roll. Which should
I'll just make the guy
awesome. I
now.
appreciate that. Yeah, no
I'm
problem.
not gonna play into the wasteland.
Yeah, that makes sense. Make it now. Play around Wasteland. So Merit Ledge is on the board. And that gets a scoop. Herman did not have a way to deal with the early Merit Ledge. Good games. Jared gets it. Well played.